Greetings loyal subscribers and honoured guests. Welcome to the first episode in a brand new series where I will be taking a look at a wide range of retro games and giving them a brief review. This series won't have a regular season like my PS2 Tuesdays and Cover Tape Chaos videos. I will just be making new ones as and when I find the time and have played an old game that I want to share with you all. First up is Shock Troopers on the Neo Geo, which was developed by Saurus and released in 1997. The game is an arcade top-down shooter in the style of classics like Commando, Mercs and Ikari Warriors. The first thing that you will notice is how nice the game looks. The cartoony art style is great and it's all extremely well drawn and animated. There are 3 routes for you to choose at the start of the game and each one features different levels in a variety of different environments. The game keeps up a nice fast pace for the most part, with just a little bit of slowdown creeping in when there are a lot of explosions going off. You can choose from 4 different characters in the game, each with a slightly different primary and secondary weapon. Interestingly, you can either choose just one of these characters in Lone Wolf mode, or you can select up to 3 in Team mode and switch between them as you see fit. If you do go for the team option, then you will still be sharing 1 life bar, and once that's run out you will need to spend a continue. The controls are nice and tight, and you can fire in any direction by facing the way you want to shoot with the joystick and then holding fire to lock in that direction while you strafe around the screen. Your secondary weapon is typically some kind of explosive, though one of the characters uses a boomerang instead. You get quite a few of these items, so one tactic is to spam most bosses with them. If you die and continue, your stock will be replenished, making the game a bit of a breeze if you have the game set to arcade mode and you can just keep adding credits when necessary. If the game is set to home mode though, things are rather more challenging. You only get 4 credits by default, which is not many at all, considering it took me 25 to get to the end of the game while I was capturing this footage. Backing up the rest of the slick presentation are the music and sound effects. There's some great intense wailing guitar music and a bit of drum and bass while facing off against some of the bosses, and the quality is really high, not just in the composition of the tunes but also of the sample rate. There are also some really nice explosions and satisfying gunshots. Speaking of which, there are a number of different weapons that you can collect and use for a limited time, such as a heavy machine gun, flamethrower, 3-way shot and rocket launcher. If you get up close and personal with your enemy, then a character will pull out a knife and stab the fool with a nice metallic sound. All in all then, Shock Troopers is a very impressive game, and it remains one of my favourites on the Neo Geo. There was a sequel which I haven't really played yet, though it is not as highly regarded as this first game. Should you wish to play Shock Troopers yourself, there are a range of options available to you. If you want to play it on the actual Neo Geo hardware, then you are looking at spending about £100 for the cartridge. However, you can also find the game on the Wii Virtual Console and the PlayStation Network for the PS3 for about £8. It was also part of the SNK Arcade Classics Volume 1 compilation, which came out on the PSP, PS2 and Wii. Prices vary for that one depending on the format, but it shouldn't set you back more than £20 at the most, and it also contains a whole bunch of other great Neo Geo titles as well. Finally, you can get a PC version as well, which happens to be part of a Humble Bundle right now. It only has a few more days to go though, so if you want it then you should hurry. Shock Troopers is a game I frequently return to. It can get a little repetitive I guess, but it's also a great game to play in co-op with a friend. If it's something you've never played before, then I really recommend giving it a try. I am awarding it 4 grenades out of 5. I will be back soon with another episode of RetroGrade, as well as some other new series that I'm currently working on. In the meantime, take care.